They knock at your door at midnight. Pale faces, soft voices, and eyes so black they don't look human. Would you dare let them in? Imagine this. It's past midnight. You're sitting alone, maybe in your car on a quiet street, or at home when the world outside is asleep. The silence is heavy, the air still, and then a sudden knock breaks the night. You check the window or the door, and there they are, children. They look ordinary at first glance. Pale skin, simple clothes, soft voices. But then you notice something impossible. Their eyes, completely black, no white, no color, just endless, soulless darkness. These are the black-eyed kids, and once you know their story, you'll never forget it. The first widely reported case dates back to 1996. A man named Brian Bethel sat in his car in Texas, writing a check under the glow of a streetlight. Two boys approached, asking him for a ride to the movie theater. Their voices were calm, polite, but something about them felt off. Brian noticed their clothes were strange, outdated, almost plain. And then when he looked closer, his blood ran cold. Their eyes, pitch black, like pools of ink. He described an overwhelming sense of fear, as if his body screamed at him to drive away. He didn't think twice. He started the car and left. Later, when he shared his encounter online, dozens of similar stories began to surface. The legend of the black-eyed kids was born. One chilling case came from a woman in Vermont. It was winter, snow blanketed the ground outside. Round 2 in the morning, she heard soft knocking at her front door. Curious and a little nervous, she peeked outside. 2 children stood there, a boy and a girl. They spoke in quiet, monotone voices. "Please, let us in. We need to use the phone." The woman hesitated. Something about them felt wrong. Their skin was pale. Their clothing seemed outdated, like they were from another time. And then the girl lifted her face. The woman froze, the eyes completely black. Her heart pounded as she slammed the door shut. But the knocking continued, louder and louder. She claimed she could hear whispers through the door. Whispers that didn't sound human. Hours later, when she finally looked again, the children were gone. Another man told of driving down a lonely highway late at night. In the distance, he spotted a boy standing alone by the roadside. Concerned, he slowed his car and rolled down the window. The boy stepped closer and said, "Can you give me a ride?" The driver agreed until the boy tilted his head up, his eyes empty, black voids. The man panicked, slammed the accelerator, and never looked back. He said even as he drove away, he felt those black eyes burning into him, watching. But who or what are the black-eyed kids? Some paranormal experts believe they are demons, disguising themselves as innocent children to trick people into letting them in. Demons, after all, are said to need an invitation. Others suggest they could be extraterrestrial hybrids, half human, half alien, roaming the earth in search of hosts or victims. And then there are skeptics who say it's all a case of mass hysteria, that once a scary story spreads, people begin to see what they fear the most. But here's what makes this phenomenon even scarier. Every single account includes the same detail. The children never enter unless they're invited, and every witness describes a deep, primal dread, the kind of fear you don't just imagine. So now, let's ask the question, what would you do? It's late at night, you're home alone. Suddenly, you hear a knock. At the door are 2 children, pale and quiet. They look up at you and speak softly, "Please, let us in. We need your help." But something inside you knows the truth. Something tells you these aren't children at all. And then, you see their eyes, endless black. No soul, no humanity, just darkness staring back. Would you open the door, or would you lock it and pray they never come back? This was the story of the black-eyed kids. If you ever hear a knock at midnight, remember, some doors should never be opened.